So welcome friends. For the next 3 practices, we'll be focusing on the Ayurvedic doshas, the primary intelligences of the universe, known as Vata, which is like air and ether, Pitta, which is fire with a little bit of moisture, and Kapha, which is like earth and water. Today we'll focus on Vata Dosha. Vata Dosha rules the nervous system. It rules transportation and movement and communication. And it is the first thing that gets misaligned as we come out of balance. Vata is very cold and light and dry. And Vata really needs nourishment. It needs to strengthen and it needs to find balance. So this Vata Dosha taming class will be focusing on strength and balance. We'll use mudra or sacred hand gesture, mantra, pranayama, as well as yoga asana to bring Vata Dosha, the elements of air and ether, into balance. So we'll begin with the hands in Abhaya Hridaya, or one version of that mudra. Left hand palm up into the lap, right hand faces outward in the fear not gesture. Let the eyes fall shut. Rest into your breath. Vata dosha tends to accumulate a lot of anxiety and fear and worry. And here in this gesture, we're offering outward and back to ourself this sense of fear not, take comfort, find faith, all will be well. As you take this mudra, really feel the sits bones grounding down. Find your place, your root, the adhara. Release and place the hands together in Anjali. We'll chant Om, which is one of the soothing mantras for Vata Dosha. Exhale out. Inhale in. Then we'll chant a little kirtan mantra, a little singing mantra of Ram, Ram, Ram. Ram is a very warming, heating mantra. It's very good for Vata Dosha. Ram, 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 Sita, Ram, Sita is a very pleasing, soothing mantra. And of course, Rama and Sita are the divine couple from the Ramayana. So. Ram, 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 Sita, Ram, Ram, Ram. Ram, 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 Sita, Ram. Ram, 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 Sita, Ram, Ram, Ram. Ram, 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 Sita, Ram. Ram, 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 Sita, Ram, Ram, Ram. Ram, 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 Sita, Ram. Ram, 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 Sita, Ram, Ram, Ram. Ram, 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 Sita, Ram. We'll chant Om again. Inhale. Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing for Vata Dosha. Peace sign fingers curled into the palm of the hand in this Vishnu Kranti mudra. Left hand palm down onto the knee for grounding. Right thumb to right nostril. Slowly inhale through left nostril. When the lungs are full, closing left nostril, opening right nostril, slowly exhaling out through the right. And then inhaling in through the right side. Gentle retention of the breath, closing right side nostril, exhaling out through the left. Inhaling in through the left. Closing the left nostril, opening out through the right, exhaling. Now, if you'd like to begin to layer in the mantra Ram as you inhale through the right side, it could be one long internal Ram as you inhale, and then closing right side, exhale out Sita. Or inhaling in Ram, 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 Ram. Exhaling out Sita Ram, 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 Ram. Inhaling in. Exhaling out. Gently release the hand. Inhale deeply through both nostrils. Gently retain the breath. Exhale out completely. Very slow, steady breath of fire. We don't want to go too fast, but that will aggravate Vata Dosha. Index fingers together above the crown of the head. Very slow, steady breath of fire. Inhale. Inhale. Retain the breath. Exhale out. Inhale. 15 slow, steady breath of fire. Inhale. Retain the breath. Lengthen. Exhale out. Draw the arms down. Hands onto the knees. Begin to rotate the spine around itself. Sufi grinds. Opening the two side channels. Expanding and contracting. But stay steady and stay rooted through the sits bones. And then switch directions, inhaling forward and exhaling back. Vata dosha accumulates in the joints and the spaces in the body. So we want to warm the joints systematically. And draw the spine straight. Inhale. Root through the sits bones, lift the pelvic floor, soften the body, exhale out through the mouth. Begin to circle through the head and neck, supporting the head around to the back with your breath. And switch directions. Feeling these spiraling motions that are very soothing and calming to Vata Dosha. The elements of air and ether, as long as we don't get too fast or wild with them. Head straight up onto the spine, hands onto the knees, roll the shoulders, inhale forward, exhale down the back. Then switch directions, inhale, back, exhale, forward. Really apply long, deep, steady Ujjayi breath. Vata Dosha needs steadiness, strength, and balance. Forearms together, hands together, begin to circle through the wrists. And circle the opposite direction. Release the fingertips down, inhale, arms up. Rotate the palms, exhale down the midline. As if lifting the crown of the head up above the clouds, Prana Mudra A. It's a very calming, steadying pranayam. Prana Mudra, or Qigong set A, from our tantric alchemical Qigong. Take the legs out long in front of you. Flex the feet. Forward folds are very taming to Vata Dosha. Especially at this point in the practice, you might want the knees bent. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, lengthen forward. Drop the chin to the chest. A steady Ujjayi breath. Inner thighs pressing through the feet. Roll up through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Flex the feet, hands in front of the heart center. Inhale, forward, point the toes. Exhale to the back. Inhale, forward and around, and exhale, back. Remember, strength, stability, and balance are the key words for this practice of Vata Dosha taming. We can use the mantra Ram, 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 this warming mantra, a soothing, warming mantra for Vata Dosha as we take this chalana, this churning kriya, and go the other direction. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Ground through your sits bones, flex through your feet. Inhale, your arms straight up, fingertips together. Dandasana. Press through your sits bones, feet flexed, crown of the head lifting. Ram, 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 Sita, Ram, Ram. Notice the part of the self that wants to rush ahead, that wants to go fast. That's the Vata Dosha. Stay steady. Inhale deeply, exhale, release hands down onto the mat. Hands underneath the shoulders. Walk hands out in front of the shoulders. Tuck the toes, claw with the fingers. Inhale deeply, exhale, downward facing dog. Roll the inner thighs in and up. Take your knees, bend them. Press into the hands, widen the scapula. Feel the tailbone lift up as the inner thighs roll in. Then inhale as you exhale, press your thigh bones up and back in space. Lift your tailbone up, ground through your heels. 5, Ujjayi breath in our dog pose. And turn out through your back left toes. Take a deep exhalation. Right foot comes through. Hands can be onto blocks or onto the mat. Slowly straighten through your right knee. Draw the head of the right femur back into the socket. Press into the pinky toe edge of the back edge of the left foot. Press into the right big toe. Inhale. I am frozen. Exhale, lengthen, Harshvattanasana. Really squeeze the inner thighs towards each other and lengthen through the spine. Remember the key words of strengthen, stabilizing, and balancing. And bend into your front right knee. Right foot meets the left, downward facing dog. Do not swoop through a vinyasa. If you take it, walk, hands underneath the shoulders, squeeze the inner thighs, strength and stability. Come forward, high plank, or knees down onto the mat. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, up. Exhale. Bend the elbows, knees down or over the toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bend the knees. Draw the inner thighs in and up. Press the thigh bones back in space. Ground through your heels. 5 long, deep breaths. Turn out through your right toes, deep exhalation, left foot comes through. Slowly straighten through your front left knee. Press into the pinky toe edge of your back right foot. Pull the head of the left femur back. Squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. Lengthen through the spine. So strength, stability, balance. And bend into your front left knee, lift through the right toes, downward facing dog. If you'd like to, come forward, high plank, squeeze the inner thighs. Bend the elbows by the ribcage, inhale up. Exhale. Vata Dosha, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Thighs engaged. Exhale, downward facing dog. Needs a little discipline. Vata Dosha is very creative. It tends to run all over the place. It tends to talk very fast and think at lightning speed. But in order to ground and stabilize Vata Dosha, we need to move a bit slower. Walk your feet and with some discipline underneath your hips. Lift through your heart center. Exhale, release down over the legs. Common Vata Dosha aggravation includes difficulty in falling asleep, anxiety, stress, etc. Surya Namaskar B for warmth, but with discipline. Squeeze the inner thighs, ground down, inhale up. Focus the energy down through your feet. Exhale, swan dive down and over the legs. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, optionally through your vinyasa or a modification. I'm going to modify. Inhale, expand up. Move slowly. Exhale, downward facing dog. Root into your Ujjayi pranayama. Turn out through left toes. Deep exhalation, right foot comes through. Bend into the right knee. Focus the energy down. Lift through the front right arch of the foot. Inhale up. Virabhadrasana 1. Hands to the mat. Front foot meets the back. With your breath, optionally through your vinyasa. Or back to downward facing dog. Turn out through right toes. Deep exhalation, left foot comes through. Ground into your left back right heel. Bend your left knee, focus prana downwards, apana vayu, inhale up. Hands to the mat, front foot meets back, optional vinyasa. Back to downward facing dog. Breathe. Walk your feet underneath your hips. Inhale, lift up. Halfway, exhale, release down. Bend your knees, squeeze your inner thighs. Focus down, then inhale up, Uttasana. Feel the heat generating in the body. Exhale, stand up straight. Other side with variation. Bend the knees, squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lengthen down and over your legs. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, optional vinyasa or to downward facing dog. Inhale, draw your left leg up towards the sky. Roll the left inner thigh in and up, deep exhalation, left foot through. Right knee down onto the mat or lifted. Spiral the right inner thigh in, ground down to inhale up. Ram, 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 Sita Ram. Hands to the mat, left foot meeting right. Steadily through your vinyasa or any modification. Ground into left heel. Inhale, right leg up. Spiral your right inner thigh in and up. Exhale, right knee to nose. Keep exhaling, right foot through. Left knee can be down onto the mat or lifted, ground down, root, expand up. Hands to the mat, right foot meeting left, optionally through your vinyasa. Back to downward facing dog. Your feet underneath your hips. Lift up halfway. Exhale, ground down. Bend the knees. Root down, root to rise, inhale, up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Feet hip distance apart. Lengthen through the sides of the waist, inhale, exhale, down and forward. Peace sign, fingers around the big toes, Padahastasana. Lengthen through the sides of the waist, exhale, draw down and over. Elbows can come out to the side. Roots of the scapula down, tailbone lifting. Hands to the sides of the waist, thumbs behind, fingers in front. Inhale up to standing. Exhale, root into the feet. Some friends might like to move all the way through as Surya Namaskar A. You can do so. Other friends, inhale, arms up. Exhale, down through the midline. We'll take 3 breaths. Stay steady, friends. If you're moving through the vinyasa, don't race ahead. Ground into the feet again, feet hip distance apart. Lengthen through the sides of the waist, inhale from here, exhale down and forward. Hands underneath the feet, toes to wrists, creating this circuit of prana. Ground into the feet, hands to the sides of the waist, thumbs behind. Inhale up to standing, root through the feet. Again, you could move through Surya Namaskar A if you're desirous of a lot of heat. Or inhale, arms up. Exhale down through midline. Everyone take their legs out wide. Rotate right toes forward, rotate left toes in. Bend the right knee over the midline of the right foot. Right forearm to thigh or hand down to the mat or to the block. Press into the back right heel, Parshva, back left heel, Parshva Konasana. Left arm reaches forward, pull the head of the arm bone back. Arm by the ear, opening out through the side of the waist. Squeeze the inner thighs, get strong through the legs. Breathe down the back of the body, hands to the mat. Keep the hips low. Switch the legs. I realize that might mean you're facing away from me. That's fine. Bend into the left knee. Rotate the right toes forward. Left forearm to the thigh or hand down to the mat or block. Roll the left rib cage under. Bend deep into the knee. Reach the right arm out in front. Pull the head of the arm bone back. Draw the arm all the way by the ear. Hands down to the mat. Keep the hips low. Switch the legs around again. Bend into front right knee. Press into back left heel. Lift the lower belly up. Inhale. Arms up and over, warrior 2. 5 breaths. strength, stability, balance. And keep the inner thighs squeezing, root down through the legs, gaze intently, this fiery drishti up over the fingertips. Hands down to the mat, keep the hips low, swivel the hips around, rotate left toes back, right toes in, firm through the legs, lower belly lifts, inhale up, exhale, warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. And press into the feet, squeeze the inner thighs. Hands down to the mat. Reverse the feet again. Keep the feet wide. Rotate right toes forward. Rotate left toes in. Firm the lower belly. Inhale all the way up. Take left hand down the back of the left leg. Rotate right arm up. Pull the head of the arm bone back and lift up and over. Virabhadrasana 4. Hands down to the mat, reverse the feet. Keep the feet wide, keep the feet grounded. The left toes turn out, right toes turn in. Ground through the feet. Squeeze the inner thighs in. Deep breath, inhale up, right hand down the back of the right leg. Rotate left arm up, pull head of arm bone back, lengthen up and over. Hands down to the mat, reverse the feet. All the way around. Left hand comes down onto the mat or to a block, or you could use the wall. Sorry, right hand. Draw left leg up behind you. Press into the foot. Draw the right rib cage under. Left arm up towards the sky. Ardha Chandrasana. Root through the standing right leg. Strength, stability, and balance. All taming to Vata Dosha. Slowly release hand down onto the mat. Take the leg back behind you. Keep the hips low. Bring the block over to the other side. Left toes turn out. Right hand to the hip. Draw back leg forward. Press into front left leg. Right leg extends behind. Ooh, I lost it. Roll. Left rib cage under. Find your strength and stability. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. You could also take this at the wall, leaning back onto the wall. Hand down to the mat. Reverse the feet. Swim over to the other side. Right toes out, left toes in. Ground down into back, right heel. Slowly straighten through front left knee. Hand can go onto a block or onto the mat. Roll the left rib cage, roll the right rib cage under. Draw left arm up towards the sky, Trikonasana. Squeeze the legs, root, ground down through the feet. Hands to the mat, swivel and retreat, taking the feet over to the other side. Left toes point back, right toes in. Left hand onto the mat or block, roll the left rib cage under, squeeze the inner thighs. Right arm up towards the sky. Bend the knee, hands down to the mat. Make sure the legs are parallel to each other and that the toes are at the same height. Hands down to the mat or hands onto a block. Squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. Press into the pinky toe edge of the outer foot. Lengthen the spine up and out. Prasarita Padottanasana. Ground your left hand onto the mat or onto a block right in front of the heart. Roll the left rib cage under, draw the right arm up. Place right hand down onto the mat or onto a block. Roll the right rib cage under. Breathe into the back of the body. Take the left arm. Exhale, hands down to the mat, hands to the ankles. Now, if you can place a block, if you have a block and can place it so the forehead can rest onto the block or onto the mat, this is very, very taming for the nervous system. Hands to the ankles, forehead reaching down, perhaps supported by something. If you can't place the forehead onto a block or blocks, that's also fine. Thumbs to the front of the hips, fingers behind. Take a deep breath as you come up. Hands to the sides of the waist, draw the legs in. Or you can jump them in, but stay steady. Stand forward at the front of the mat. Inner thighs in, Tadasana, ground down with the feet. Inhale, expand up. Exhale, down and forward. Make your way, inhale up halfway. Make your way back to your downward facing dog. Ground into your right heel. Inhale, draw your left leg up. Spiral your left inner thigh in. Exhale, draw left leg through. Left knee can be down onto the mat or lifted. Inhale up to a high lunge or low lunge. Lengthen through the opposite side. Exhale, rotate into a twist. Simple twist. Twists are very taming to Vata Dosha, to the nervous system. When Vata Dosha gets very aggravated, we get into overwhelm, deep flight and fight and flight, restlessness, insomnia, muscle twitching, dryness throughout the body. So we really want, hands down to the mat, to keep Vata Dosha stable, grounded and secure. You can move through your vinyasa or other side. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right foot through. Back knee could be down onto the mat or lifted, ground down. Inhale, up. Lengthen through the opposite side. Draw elbow across into a simple twist. Hands to the back, to your downward facing dog. Walk your feet underneath your hips, lift through your heart. Exhale, release down over the legs. Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana. Now this could also be done at a wall. I'll demonstrate in a second. I like to take this posture with a block. Block underneath the right hand. And then the right leg is going to go up. And I'm going to roll the right inner thigh in and down. I'm going to pull the head of the left femur back, and then I'm going to rotate left arm up towards the sky. The way we can take this at the wall is by, the distance is always somewhat difficult, gotta find it. Left foot down, right hand onto a block, and then you see my right leg is back wedging me on the wall as I rotate up. Very secure, securely wedged at the wall. Ground down into the feet, bend your knees, hang down. Forward folds, very taming to Vata Dosha. Other side, Viparita Karani, left hand to the block, left leg up behind. Roll the left hip bone down, pull back through the crease of the right hip bone, roll the rib cage under and take right arm up towards the sky. Now some friends, getting the right distance is the hardest part. Back, left leg is wedged. I'm wedging my foot against the wall, placing the left hand onto the block and then rolling the right rib cage open. So if you get the right proportions, you're really wedged between the block and the wall and you're very secure and stable. Foot down onto the mat. As you're ready, hang down over the legs, knees bent. Ground down through the feet, roll up through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Right hand can go to the wall, left hand to the knee, or Padangusthasana variation. Hands around the knee or ankle, or wrap hands around the foot, press foot forward. Gaze towards the big toe. Root Vata Dosha. Inhale, exhale, release the leg down. Very gracefully inhale, arms up. Exhale down through the midline. You could take a vinyasa. Stay grounded. Left hand to the wall, hand to the knee, or down to the ankle, or I'm taking here, hands who go around the calf, or around the foot, and then lengthening out, gazing at the toes, trying to send the tailbone down. Gracefully release down, root into the feet. Inhale the arms up. Exhale down through the midline. Root into the feet. Vrikshasana, tree pose. Again, you could be at the wall. Ground into the right foot, lift left heel up, rotate out from the hip, foot to the ankle or the thigh. Hands to the heart center, gaze down in front of the pinky fingers. Loosen the jaw and be steady here. Hands to the side of the waist, ground into the feet. Inhale, arms up. Or through a vinyasa, exhale, arms down and through. Ground down, root through left leg. Lift right heel, rotate out, foot to the ankle, or up to the thigh. Vrikshasana, tree pose. Gaze down and in front of the pinky fingers. Ground into the feet. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, arms through the midline. Stand forward at the front of the mat. You could move through a vinyasa if you like to. Right toes back behind, left toes forward. Viparita Trikonasana. Right hand onto a block or onto the mat. Pull the head of the left femur back. Lengthen through the sides of the waist. Roll the right rib cage under. Draw your left arm up towards the sky. Ram, 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 Sita, Ram. Hands down to the mat. Move optionally and steadily through your vinyasa. Back to downward facing dog. We'll take this from standing. If you'd like to take it from bottom up, you can. Right toes back behind, right foot back behind. Pull the head of the left femur back. Lengthen the tailbone down. Left arm up. Roll the left rib cage forward. Place the left hand down onto a block or onto the mat. Roll the left rib cage under as you press into back left heel. Draw your right arm up towards the sky. Place your hands down onto the mat to your downward facing dog. Or optionally through your vinyasa. Move your feet up underneath your hips. Lift through the heart center. Exhale, release down. Inhale up to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Garuda Asana, the eagle pose. So this pose has the elements of fire and air and ether in it. It's also very tonifying or strengthening to the liver meridian, which carries a lot of fire. But we want to do it with a lot of grounding down into the earth. So ground into your right foot. Draw the left knee up. Draw left knee across right knee. Sit, bend into the knees. These left toes could be on a block, or they could wrap behind the back of the right leg. But for maximum stability and strength today, I'm going to keep the toes onto the block. I'm going to take the modification. I'll leave it up to you. Now really squeeze the inner thighs in. Sit down. Generate that heat. Open the arms out wide. Draw. Right elbow across left. Backs of hands together. Or wrap the hands. Sit down. Get focused. Vata Dosha needs focus and stability. Ground into your right foot. Open your arms out wide. Exhale, feet down. Inhale. Arms up. Exhale. Down and through. Other side, you can take the modification like I am, or you can move into the full posture. Bend left knee, draw, right knee across left. You could wrap the back of the leg behind the left leg or toes onto the block. Then really sit down, focus, squeeze in, find the root, the Muladhara, take the arms out wide, draw left elbow across right. Really press the elbows together. This is an important liver meridian point. Backs of hands together. Wrap the hands. Sit down. Get focused. Inhale, open the wings out wide. Ground through the feet. Now, Vata Dosha, the things that tame Vata Dosha are a little bit of warmth, fire, because it's cold, and water, lubrication. Ground into the feet. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, let them cascade down in front of you like a waterfall. Inhale up. Exhale Gently waving side to side, like a waterfall coming down. Drawing in, inviting in more water element, more jala, more flowing. Mixing the water with the heat that we've generated in the strengthening asanas. Ground into the feet. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, melt down and over the legs. Hang down. Take your feet a little bit wide and swing your arms from side to side. Walk your legs out to the back. Take your knees down onto the mat. Stack your hips on top of the knees. Walk your arms out long in front. Melt your heart center downward. Anahatasana. Come all the way down onto your belly. Nagini Madasana. Elbows down onto the mat. Elbows in, wrists out. Pubic bone down. Begin to slide the rib cage from side to side. Freeing the rib cage, freeing the hips. Drawing in this water element. We'll take a little kriya from Kundalini Yoga. Lift your back leg up, look over the shoulder. Very free form. And exhale down. I like to come up onto one hand. And find this connection between the back of the head and the back of the heel. Dare to move organically in your body, like a sea serpent or similar. Really get modern dance for the moment. Letting the spine ripple. Can roll around kind of ecstatically if you like to, if that's your jam. If it isn't, don't do it. Do something static. I don't know. Can help you. Because now we're rolling around maniacally, shaking your head. I promised my family I wouldn't lose it on video, so I'm not. This is movement therapy. You can vocalize. Loosen your jaw. Okay, that's enough now. Stop. Lie down onto your belly, hands down, forehead onto the hands, Makrasana, big toes together, heels apart. Feel the belly on the earth. Ram, 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 Ram. Ram. Hands underneath your shoulders, draw back, come to child's pose. Things are getting weird up in here. Okay, come forward, take your legs out long. Take your left leg out long, bend your right knee, draw right knee across the left, Ardha Gomuka Asana. You might sit on a blanket. Place the right hand down, swim the left arm up and over. Left hand down, swim right arm up and over. Keep this left leg flexed. Open the space above the crown of the head. Ram, 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 Sita, Ram, Ram, Ram. Feeling the lower center's root, and then the upper centers are free to swim in the air without creating chaos. So this is our creativity rooted down through the lower centers. Our ability to act. Inhale, Inspiration, draw the arms up. Exhale, lengthen down and over. Inhale, roll up through the spine. Exhale, draw right leg out, bend left knee. Left knee across right leg. Left hand down, swim over. Ram, 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 Sita, Ram, Ram. Inhale, arms up. Breath of inspiration, pranavata. Exhale, down and over. Inhale, roll up through the spine. Exhale, come down onto your back. Knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Apana Asana, downward moving wind pose. Apana is ruled by Vata. Inner thighs together, feet flexed, knees to the chest. If you like to, nose up towards your knees. Feet down onto the mat, hands down onto the mat, draw scapula in, inhale, lift pubic bone up, firm the inner thighs. You like to clasp your hands, press your shoulders into the mat, long through the back of your neck. Roll down through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Knees come into your chest, arms to a cactus shape or T shape. Both knees over to the right side. Inhale your knees to the center and then exhale them over to the other side. Draw your knees to the center. Take your legs up towards the sky. Rotate legs out from the hips. Hands to the inner arches of your feet. Happy baby pose. Place the soles of the feet together, the knees apart. Rest into Supta Baddha Konasana. As you're ready, we'll move our legs out long and come into our Shavasana, perhaps the most grounding posture for Vata Dosha. So take a moment and come to lying all the way down onto your back. Maybe a blanket underneath the back of the head, a bolster underneath the knees. Get yourself comfortable. And come to lying all the way down on your back. And take a long deep breath in. And then release it out. And take 2 more breaths in and out. In and out. Squeeze your toes so much that it might hurt a little bit, and then relax your toes and let the warmth travel up to your feet and your ankles, your calves, your knees, your thighs and your hips. Letting the warmth travel up to your belly, your chest, your jaw. Go ahead and swallow and feel the jaw relax. And squeeze your hands very tight, and then relax your hands and your wrists. Relax your elbows and your upper arms. Relax your shoulders. Squeeze your face very tight, and then relax your whole face. Feel the whole body very soft and very relaxed. Now, imagine warm water or warm oil gently pouring over your forehead, cascading over your scalp, down the back of the body, washing the mind clear. Draw in a deeper breath now. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, and then rotate your wrists, rotate your ankles, stretch your body, and then rub the palms of your hands together, the soles of your feet together, and massage your face over your scalp. Then roll onto your right sides. Make your way up to seated. Place your left hand, palm up, into your lap, and your right hand facing out in Abhaya Mudra. This fear not gesture. place your hands at your heart center in Anjali Mudra. And we'll chant Ram, 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 Sita Ram. Ram, 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 Sita Ram, Ram, Ram. Ram, 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 Sita Ram, Ram. Ram, 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 Sita Ram, Ram, Ram. Ram, 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 Sita Ram, Ram. Ram, 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 Sita Ram, Ram, Ram. Ram, 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 Sita Ram. Ram, 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 Sita Ram, Ram, 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 Ram. Dedicate any merit you've received from your practice, offer it outward. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings find happiness. And we'll chant Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Exhale out, inhale in. Om Shanti, Shanti.